All right. All right. Welcome to the Forward with Jack Loh show. And today I found a guest through Instagram. So let's to start things proper. Talk to us like who you are, what's in your role, and what do you like doing, man? Yeah.
All right. So to introduce myself, my name is Ryan Verholst. I run my own marketing agency and I sell through Instagram. I help marketers get clients. I help businesses sell more online, and that's my entire
Cool.
brand.
Cool. Nice. What do you like doing, man? Like what is like the stuff that you're passionate about and stuff that you like to do? Yeah.
There's one thing I'm passionate about, and it's chocolate milk. I actually, when
Okay.
I was 20, I started a Instagram page as a chocolate milk connoisseur, but
Mhm.
that didn't really take off like I wanted it
Oh.
to. I made like 4 posts and I got discouraged. But I love chocolate milk, dude. That's all of me. If you talk chocolate milk to me, you have my trust and you have my love.
Cool. Like what is like the thing that get you so excited about chocolate milk? You love the taste of it and everything. Yeah.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one?
Like what is it like the thing that make you like love chocolate milk so much? Yeah.
I think it happened when I was wrestling in high school. I had
Okay.
to cut weight all the time. I couldn't eat what I wanted to. And
Right.
then after weigh-ins, I would drink chocolate milk. And I think it just stuck from
Oh.
there. But it's one brand. I like True Moo whole milk. None of that 1% BS. It doesn't taste the same. No matter what anyone says to me, it does not taste the same. I'm telling
Wow.
you.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, you stuck to the old brand like the OG. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. So for today's topic that I prepared some of it and which is like the first thing which is passion, like I think that like as much as like we talk about like stuff that we like doing, but we got to like find something that is like practical that we are good at so that like we can monetize out of it. And for me, like I've been working in like the admin job for 2 years, and last month I just gotten out of it and tried to do like freelance video editing. And I'm working for free for a streamer or whatnot because I just started. And yeah, I feel like doing this video editing, like even it's like for free, I feel like I'm upping my skill set and like eventually I can kind of like monetize it, hopefully. And yeah, I'm just learning every day, watching YouTube to get my skill set get better so that I can build better profiles so that I can get clients to do stuff. And yeah, that's like for the very micro thing that for me, like even though like I do have like other passions, video games and whatnot, but for now, like I'm getting my passion, my energy, my fire into video editing, like keep getting better and hopefully upping into like a certain skill set so that I can get clients. Yeah. So that's a micro
I
thing
like
for
it.
me. Yeah. So like how is it like for you? Like what is like the micro things that's happening on your life? Like yeah, sure, we can't like talk about like you building your chocolate milk factory yet. Yeah. But right now we're talking about like right now. Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah.
So right now, I would say I'm still trying to position myself as an expert in my field. You
Right.
are whoever you put on social media. Like
Right.
what you put on social media is who you are. You can define yourself to everyone because that's
Absolutely.
the first thing people see about you. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to position myself as a marketing expert so that I can broker more deals. And
Right.
people think that I actually know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right.
And through social media content, I just think that that's the easiest way to position yourself in, the expert position.
Right.
And
Building like a
after that,
profile.
yeah, just your profile and the content you have out defines you. That's all people know about you. So
Right.
in a digital sense, you can say whatever you want to over like a DM, like to broker deals.
Right.
But if we're going to be completely honest, you have to position yourself as an expert with content.
Right.
That's what people are going to look at when you initially DM them. They're going to go through your content and see if you know what you're talking about.
Right, definitely. I feel like you got to like you can say whatever you want through a DM, but like at the end of the day, like they're gonna like look at your profile, like what's like in your feed, like what are like the stuff that you're capable of like doing. Like the profile will speak like for itself, and like they will like
Exactly.
trust it from there, and it totally makes sense to me. And like
You got it.
yeah, you moving into like this whole field of like this marketing kind of like a thing, like you did talk about it like before the recording, like it's like something that you're doing ads, and then like you move on, like why not I do for someone else. Like is that the thing that you feel like there's like a skill that like a raw skill that you really have, or like is something that you kind of like learn that like it's like a good way to monetize? Yeah, how do you feel about it, like when you first
It's
started it?
it's
And yeah.
it's definitely not something that I knew before. You know,
Mhm.
my whole journey into this started because I was so broke that I Google searched how to make money online. To
Okay.
like, if we're just being completely honest, that's how it started. I Google how do you make money on the internet, and then I learn, oh,
I
you
search
can do
that too.
affiliate marketing. Exactly, everyone does it. When you get to that certain point,
Yeah.
you just look it up, and that's the route you go. So I learned about affiliate marketing, and then I realized, hey, other businesses need to know how to do this. Why don't I just do it for them and monetize it that way? So it's definitely a learning process. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still critiquing myself. You know, I can get better at DMing people. I can get better at sales. I can get better at marketing.
Right.
There's nothing about this that I would say I was a pro in at the beginning.
Right.
It's all learning. I keep developing and keep building until I'm going to be the
Love it.
best of the best.
Love it. Yeah, that's super awesome. Like you are starting from the scratch. Like, oh, how do I Google? How do I learn to earn money? And then from there, like smaller pieces. Like eventually it will evolve. Like you did mention about like it's not about like, oh, 10 years from now, where do I want to look? Like what do I want to become 10 years later? It's about what you're doing right now, and focus on that. Do that first, and it will like work for it. It's just like building a profile. The profile will work its ass off like itself. Like we currently
Exactly.
working like this micro moment, like what we are doing. I think that's the biggest and like the most important like underrated move. I feel like, and people will just feel lazy or whatsoever. And like me doing this whole freelance video editing so far, I feel like there are days where I feel like, yo, I could just like get a regular job or whatnot, but I feel like building like something that is like my own with like within my own control. But as much as like there's a lot of like accountability, responsibility, because I'm doing it myself. It's gonna be sometimes hard, and I will always like think about like, yo, why didn't I go, like why not go the easier way? But and like sometimes I just think about that way, but I feel like the right move was this. Like this is what I want to do, and I feel like I got like good control. I think the main thing is like I have like a lot of control towards like the things that I'm doing, because I'm the one doing it. Yeah. So like, is that for you? How is it like for you? Because like you're doing this one man show kind of thing. Like, how is it like navigating through that kind of a life? Because you've been doing probably a lot longer than I do, because I just started like last month. So like that, those negative thoughts will definitely run through my mind. I feel like, yeah. How is it for you? Yeah.
So when I first started, I definitely I've gone through some struggles. I had to choose between having friends or building a business. You know, I converted my Instagram profile from just my personal one into a business one. So at first, all my friends were really thrown off. They were like, "Ryan, what the hell are you doing? This is so stupid." And they're really judgmental, and that's just the way people are.
Right.
At a certain point, I'm going to be quite frank. You have to just stop caring what other people think about you and just do what you want to do. If you want to build your business through social media, just go ahead and start somewhere. Just start. That's the best thing I can say. You are going to get backlash. There's someone in the world somewhere that doesn't like what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, there will be somebody. Um, but the thing is, if you let that affect you and stop you from doing what you want to do, then I think you shouldn't have done it in the first place. If you really care about it and you really want to succeed, someone else's opinion is not going to dictate the way that you live your life.
Right. Definitely, definitely. I feel that too. Like I think like you do follow Gary V, yeah, because I found you through Gary V community. Yeah,
I do.
yeah, because like a lot of like Gary, like I follow heavy onto Gary V, and like yeah, he talks about all this type of stuff like don't like other people's like judgment like affect you or whatsoever. Like be yourself and like do your thing. Like just trust like yourself. Like don't put like other people's opinion onto the pedestal or whatsoever. Like just trust your process and just do your thing. And which brings me to like the next topic, which is talking about like being yourself. I think that like being yourself is part of it is like not caring about like what other people think or whatsoever. And the micro moment from personally for me was that personally I'm a soft spoken and like an introverted kind of person. So like in the past, like like in the society, people will prefer like people who are more extroverted, who are more outgoing, and people who like are able to interact better. And I feel like me being like a soft spoken person, like I have like a lot of like negative association with that type of person, like being a soft spoken person, because people like people to like talk more and be more interactive, and I'm not that. And like, just like recently, I found out that like, yo, I shouldn't shit on myself because of like how society thinks of me as being soft spoken. What instead I should be thinking about is like how do I think about like this whole thing? Like, me being a soft-spoken person, like I should lean more into towards that and be more of myself. Like this is who I am, and just identify this as like me. And I just feel so much like happier. Like I think that I was like thinking too much about like how society thinks about me in the first place, and I just feel so much better right now after like leaving like the what society thinks about away. Like I just it's a hard mental process for me, I feel like. And yeah, that's like a very micro moment for me, like being myself. And I just feel goddamn good like after being able to do that for myself. Yeah. And
I
how
like that.
yeah
And
how
personally, I
right.
don't think you're soft spoken, man. You reached out to me very directly. I mean, you didn't care what I had to say. You just went for it, and that's what I like. You
Right.
might think you're soft spoken, but at the end of the day, people buy into people who are genuine, and I think you're genuine. Like I looked at your content
Cool.
before I ever even responded, so I
Nice.
definitely wouldn't consider you soft spoken. I would just consider you as an individual, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Cool. Like, I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate it for real. And yeah, like, which leads to the next question, which is like, how do you think about like being yourself, being authentic? Like you mentioned about being genuine. Like, I think that's like super important, right? Like when someone talk to you, you got to feel like the personal touch, like real interaction. And I feel that type of like connection is really important, like in the real world, because that's build trust, the rapport, and whatsoever. Yeah, like what do you think about like this whole thing about being yourself?
It's definitely the most important aspect of the whole selling process. You have to get someone to buy into you before they're ever going to buy into your product, your service, or anything like that. So people
Right.
buy when they know you, they like you, and they trust you. And being yourself is, going to build rapport in, the like and the trust. Do you know what you're talking about for trust? And do I like you and do I like what you're saying? So if you don't have that aspect, then people just aren't going to buy from you. So in my mind, you
Right.
have to be yourself to, sell. If you're going to sell yourself to somebody, you can't sell a fake version of yourself,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
you're,
Hey, it
you're
doesn't
going to be
feel
bad at
good.
that.
You will not feel good about
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
You won't
Right.
feel good about it. And if I'm being completely honest, you won't be good at it because you won't know what you're selling. You know
Yeah.
your genuine self, you know the real you, and you can sell that better than you can sell some lie you tell yourself or some story that you've
Yeah.
made up for yourself, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I like how you describe this like this whole scenario kind of thing, because in the outside world, like I do see like customer services like acting like a whole like it just feels so fake, and it's just like they are like putting up like a persona or whatsoever. I really enjoy observing human behaviors, to be honest. Like I really like to see like if this person is like acting up like a persona, like you just can feel it, you know, like the person is like faking up to like trying to impress you to get you to buy the product or whatnot. And people can just feel it. I feel like and people who are real, like you can feel it. Like I just don't know how to like describe it. And I just feel like being real, truthful, and whatnot, and building a rapport like I think it's like a nice feeling to feel for one another. And like why not like do that like instead of like being fake, because there's so much negative things like yeah in the short term, like yeah you can get the products to be stolen sold or not, like but in the long run I don't think so. Like I think in the long run it's always that the ones that have like a rapport, has like the relationship that is formed, like the trust. And yeah, I think that's how like business kind of like flows, to be honest. And I just love that like the way like you describe it. And towards like the next thing, I think that like we talk about a lot about work, you know. So like, how do you think like for you like how do you balance your time between like your friends and your work? Because working like self-working, like it definitely takes a lot of like discipline and whatnot, and you got to like think of like time for you, for your family, for your friends and whatnot. Like yeah, how do you balance it for yourself? Yeah.
So when it comes to my work, I might be a little different than most people. With my work, I just tackle it when it comes up. You know, when I DM people, they can respond all hours of the day. That's my business. So I tackle that as soon as it comes up. When people DM me, I am responding within the minute. When it comes to family and friends, to be completely honest, when I first started my business,
Right.
all of my friends disappeared. They did not want anything to do with this because, you know, if it falls, they don't want to be a part of it. But if it, you know, does well and blows up, then everyone wants a piece of it. But nowadays, I will say that my social life is pretty good.
Nice, good to
I,
hear.
I tend I tend to not prioritize the social life. I care more about my business, so that's
Right.
my first go-to. So I think it's really all about what you care about most when it comes to balance. You have
Definitely.
to prioritize what do you care about most, what's most important to you, and tackle that thing first. If you care more about having a good social life and making a lot of friends or keeping your reputation up with them, go
Right.
do that. If that's what you want to do, you go do that. But if you care about building your business, building your empire, just doing your own thing, then you prioritize that. So in my mind, it's all about what you care about most. And that's what you're going to devote most of your time to.
Right, definitely. And I just like feel so right for that. Like everyone has like different sort of like balance. Like it's up to you like what your priorities are. And like for me, if my priorities like is into like getting like a financial stability because I'm earning zero right now, yeah, I'm gonna prioritize a lot onto like the video editing work, the creative workspace. And like maybe eventually like 5 years from later, if like my financial stability is there, I will like prioritize something else like my friends or whatnot. Then it just makes a total sense to me. And yeah, we have come to quite a section, you know, like how I like to end off like this whole show is by asking like one random thought that you have right now, like any random thought. Yeah,
A random thought.
right.
Uh, so there's actually, so I actually live next to a farm,
Okay,
and my random thought is that the horses act a lot like dogs. I
okay,
watched this. I watched this horse the other day. You know,
yeah,
have you ever seen a dog like roll over on its back and just start scratching its back on the ground? Have you ever seen that?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The horse
Yeah.
does that?
So, well, I watched it yesterday. I didn't know they did that, and yesterday I watched that, and today
What?
I'm just watching out for that now.
What?
It literally just rolled on its back, started like scratching and rolling around,
Oh my
just
God.
scratching its back. It was really funny. It made me laugh, and
Yeah,
it made me really happy, to be honest. So
hilarious.
that would be my random thought.
Hilarious, hilarious. All right, that's cool. That's cool. And so, I don't know. That's a funny thing to be honest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like with that, thank you for being on this show. Like I really appreciate you for real, and like I hope that we are able to like stay in touch on Instagram, and hopefully do something like this again. If you like to, and have a great time, man. Yeah,
Hey, anytime, hit me up, man. I'm glad to talk to you whenever.
100%, man. Hey, take care, and I hope you stay well, and hope you can stay on the grind, stay on the hustle, keep the fight going, man. Yeah.
All right,
All
appreciate it,
right.
man. Is this my
Peace.
time to log off? Is this what I is? Do I like exit out now?
Yeah. Okay.